I've never been more bored in my life. I wonder what other people did over spring break.
Relationship between a
What's up?
Sounds fun. I wonder what else happened.
One of the biggest HF-related events that happened over spring break was the ultimate Florida trip that the band, choir, and orchestra went on. Over 100 students packed their bags and were able to go on a week-long trip with activities such as Disney World, Universal Studios, and Medieval Times, as well as working with a professional from each of their respective fields. So now let's take a look at some of the best moments from the trip. Well, it certainly seems like these students had a great time and the trip was a complete success. Reporting for VTV, I'm Cameron Arsenault.
Now, if I hear Costa Rica or Florida one more time, Oh. Hey. At least it's the weekend, and it'll be nice to think about things we want to do instead of things like SATs. But speaking of academics, before we left for break, HF's African American Studies class held a panel. Jasmine Walker has more on the story.
The importance of situating HF as a place where we are demonstrating what our professional practice looks like, that we have a wealth of teacher experience, a wealth of phenomenal students here that are doing phenomenal work with our teachers, and so through our African American Studies course, it really lended the opportunity for HF to partner with New Trier and Lyons Township and Glenbard and all of these other districts that are locally near us to really start to say how can we develop the expertise that we have, but also create a cohort of support for one another.
For me, I think what's been so important about this experience is actually hearing about the classes and the words of students. And I think in just a panel discussion that we had, I think in each of you kind of explaining what your experience has been, how you've appreciated the work that Ms. Davis has done with you. I think the relationships that you've built with one another in this class and how it's brought, so many students together in such a positive way. That's really what I've taken away from this experience.
It's nice that other schools are going to incorporate the class into their normal curriculum and their schedules. It presents a lot of opportunities for students of color and students who are not of color to take the course and really get access to more than just the traditional American history class. And the beauty of it all is not everybody who's here today is a teacher of color, and that just goes to show the far-reaching implications that African Americans have made in the progression of U.S. history in general.
I'm excited by the fact that the students seem to be excited about it. And so I know that the students that are taking it at my school are just like you all are, kind of chomping at the bit. I just want to get in there, I want to do this, I want to learn more about this thing or these things that I've never had a chance to talk about. So I'm really excited about that.
Whether it feels like it or not, we're basically already a month into spring. And even though we were out, spring sports have been up and running. So let's see what's going on with them.
The boys baseball team is off to a hot start this year with a 6-3 record. They continue on and hope for a great year as conference starts today. Boys volleyball is hot, starting off with a 7-1 record and a second place finish in the HF Invite. The Vikings are looking for a big year. The girls' badminton team has put up a good fight so far throughout the season as they work their way to the top. They have been practicing and working on their game every week. The boys' water polo team has had some nice wins as they continue to improve and look for a spot in playoffs down the road. The girls' water polo team has also had some nice wins as they look ahead in the season for conference and playoffs. The girls' soccer team is on fire. They are 6-3 and they are looking for a huge year for the program. They continue to work hard for their goal to go far in conference and playoffs. Both the girls and boys' track teams have had very good seasons thus far. Indoor season was amazing for them as they had some winners in conference. The track teams look forward to yet another big year. Girls softball won a huge first game for Shepherd and since then has collected 3 more wins. They're looking to do some serious damage this year.
I'm not the biggest sports fan, but there is something coming up that we're all upperclassmen looking forward to. You've definitely seen the posters, and we've got all the information here for you. You still have some time until the big night, but if you have absolutely no idea what to wear, we might have the place for you. Check it out.
Attention HF students, are you worried about the cost of prom but still want to look your best on the dance floor? Fear not, because the Homewood Public Library is hosting the Second Chance Prom Boutique giveaway on April 5th from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. and April 6th from 12:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. At this location, the library is offering prom outfits and accessories completely free of charge to any student in need. Best of all, this event is open to all students regardless of financial circumstances. Don't miss this incredible opportunity to make your prom dreams a reality. Make your presence known at the Homewood Public Library on April 5th and 6th for the Prom Boutique giveaway.
All right, our show is wrapping up, but there's one big thing I didn't mention. For the first time in nearly 7 years, a total solar eclipse is happening. Ashira Blakey has more on the story and what you can do to enjoy it.
A solar eclipse is a historical day because the next time that we're due to see one in North America is anticipated to be around 2099. So this is a once-in-a-lifetime moment. When the moon obstructs the sun to the point where there's a total solar eclipse is a rare event that happens across the world, let alone North America. So the solar eclipse will last from 12:51 to 3:22 p.m. on April 8th. That's a Monday, that's next Monday. And totality, up here where we are, there'll only be like a 94% coverage, which will span about 4 minutes starting at 2:07, so between 2:07 and 2:11 p.m. Here at HF, we'll see 94% coverage if we're outside. We don't have an official school-wide plan, but we do have a plan for our science classes. We have 2 telescopes that will be set up, and those classes will be viewing the eclipse during that time. Also, during that time of transition and passing periods, we're trying to buy a lot of solar shades so that students who are walking the path between north and south have protection. We've sent out a notification via email to parents, and we're also going to send something out to students as to how to proceed if you're outside traveling between north and south. We want you to be as safe as possible.
Sounds like a pretty interesting weekend is coming up, and so is the rest of the year. Even though there's a rather rough week ahead, there aren't that many afterward. Hang in there, guys. For VTV, I'm Summer Owens. Let's see what it's actually really windy. That's crazy. I came out here, I thought it'd be nice and like it would just be like a joke, but I'm actually freezing. Like my hands are blue. So yeah.